Welcome back to my channel. This is Mac, and today we are working on the Acura Integra. So the other day we were taking it for a drive, teaching my kid how to drive, and it left us on stranded on the side of the road again. Very much same symptoms as last time, which is no spark. So we took the distributor cap off. We noticed that it was melted. So there's a bunch of components in there. I replaced before, but now we're gonna replace the whole distributor. It was cheaper just to replace it all because it did destroy most of the stuff in there. It melted, so we're gonna go ahead and replace the whole distributor. It comes as a whole package. I think I spent like $150 for it. Something to note, the distributor for an automatic and a manual are different, so make sure when you are ordering it, you order the one for whatever fix is yours. So mine's an automatic. So let's go ahead and see where we're at on replacing it. In order to switch out your distributor, you will need a simple set of socket set. Primarily you need a 12mm socket. You will need a wrench, and you will need a screwdriver to replace this. That's all you need. There's 3 bolts holding the distributor on, but if you have the problem that I do and a lot of other people do on these bolts, you will be replacing these 3 bolts. They're M8s 1.25, and I replaced them with some grade 8 bolts. If you do strip your bolts on there, you will need these tools over here, vice grips. You will need some type of cutting wheel if you can't get it off of the vice grips. Now a lot of people can get them off the vice grips. I had one that was hard to reach and I couldn't get to it, so I had to cut the top off the bolt with one of these cutting discs, and then ground it down a little bit and pulled it out. That was simple, but if you're lucky, you can get them off the vice grips like most people do. Just crap them on there and start yanking away. So that's what you will need to replace the distributor. The process to remove the distributor is, obviously it's easier if you work on a cold car. I removed this air box right here. There's 4 tabs, you pop them down, you pull this out, you unhook these air lines right here, you unscrew the bolt right here, remove this out. After that, you remove the wires. Remember what order they were in, just by simply pulling these out. And then there's 3 bolts that are 12mm around here, one on the side, and one under here. The reason why you're removing this is to get to the last bolt and get access to. You then pull the distributor out. Something to note when you are pulling it out is the orientation. That this is in right here. You'll notice this came straight out like this. So you can see the distributor like that. Came straight out, pulled out right here. So this end orientates up or down. So when you pull it out, you want to orientate this the same way as your brand new one, okay? Then simple, put in the new part, push it in, put the new bolts in, put it back together. Here's the distributor I ordered. There's the part number. Comes complete. Cap, rotor, everything. Brand new. All right, let's go put this new part in. We have done a few things already to save for time. You guys have seen me replace the stuff before, except for the distributor. So just unhooked the cap. I'm gonna set this over here. Removed all the contents pretty much of the distributor, but the only thing we really have to do is, you know, take these bolts off and remove the distributor. Welcome back to my channel. I got the bolts out. I had to cut one off, ground one down when you use pliers or vice grips on it, and I got lucky with one of them. So there's 3 bolts to hold on the distributor. But I want to show you these bolts. They're kind of rounded almost, I guess from factory. I tried using a Phillips head to go a bit that goes in the front. Didn't work. This is the one I got lucky with. It just came right out. But if you read on the forums, man, this is how one turned out. It just started rolling. I used a 12mm socket on it, and I just had to put vice grips on it. Anyway, these bolts are junk, man. They're not the right size, and they want to strip. So everything I've read on the online says that get some vice grips, have fun with it, and pull them off. So I got new bolts for it that are not like these, not replacements of these. No, they're junk. So I got some other ones I'm gonna put on instead. And if you want to know what these are, they're 8mm or M8s, 1.25. That's what the bolts are. I just went to our local hardware store and got some. You can do the same. As long as they're grade A bolts, you're fine. Something else I want to show you guys. New and old. Here's the old distributor, obviously. Here's the new one. I made sure to clock these the same direction. When I pulled this one off, it was the same. His here. I know it's right because whenever you pull this off, there's a screw that goes in here to hold on the rotor. So I'm not going to pull this one off because I know it's right. But anyway, that's what we have to work on. I'm going to go put this in. Comes to everything. It's pretty nice. Anyway, let's go put it in. So the distributor is going to go straight in there. There's a groove in there. Let me see if I can get it better. You can see in there, there's a groove on the camshaft that the distributor goes onto. So I'm just going to line it up with that, put it in, install the 3 bolts, and then go from there. So I did go the route of buying a whole new distributor. The coil did burn up, and I do know that the components within the distributor could be replaced, but I got such a good deal on it, I figured just replace it all with brand new stuff, call it new, because it did burn up. So I wanted to just do that. I did get the coil warranted, which is really nice, but honestly, I figured let's just order a whole new one, get it in there, call it a day. Plus, I've never replaced a distributor in one of these cars, and the car's been sitting for a good month now, so it's good to finally have that thing up and running. Hoping we don't have any more of those issues. If we do, I'm totally going to coil packs and doing away with the whole distributor situation. Coil packs are a way to go anyway. Maybe that'll be one of the videos I do in the future. Who knows? Anyway, if you like this video, if you have any questions about what I did, let me know. But if you like the video, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.